Thanks for joining me here today on Right IQ. I appreciate it. My name is Ty, and I'm going to go ahead and get into this story right here. So yes, Joe Biden popped a balloon over Alaska. They're not exactly sure what kind of a balloon it was. They just know that it was in Alaska, it was flying, and it needed to be shot down. So what did they do? They shot that puppy down. But they want to make sure that the American people are very aware that the Biden administration and the military took decisive action and shot this balloon down with force and vengeance. They wanted to send a message to anybody who wanted to fly balloons within the United States that that is not acceptable and it will not be tolerated. Yeah, that's exactly right. Listen to this clown show over there with this press briefing with I don't even know what this guy's name is, but take a listen to this.
Yes, the president absolutely was involved in this decision. He ordered it at the recommendation of Pentagon leaders. He wanted it taken down, and they did that. They did it using fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command.
Wait a minute. I thought it was dangerous to shoot it down over land. The only thing we've been hearing for the last few days since this first balloon traveled across the U.S. is that it was too dangerous to shoot it down. We couldn't shoot it down in Alaska. We couldn't shoot it down over Montana. We couldn't shoot it down through the Midwest where there is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of square miles of open land. We couldn't do it then. We had to wait for it to go all across the United States and into South Carolina's ocean. We had to wait. It was that important. So if it was that important to wait for it to go across the United States because of the safety of the American people, then why did we shoot this one down over here in Alaska? Why couldn't we shoot the original one down in Alaska? Huh? But do we even know where this balloon came from? Let's find out.
We do not know who owns it, whether it's state owned or corporate owned or privately owned. We just don't know.
So let me get this straight. We knew very quickly that the first balloon, the Chinese spy balloon, was a Chinese balloon well before it hit Montana. We knew that. That was very obvious to everybody. But this balloon, we have no idea where it came from. All of a sudden, the federal government has no answers. No answers. Does that sound acceptable to anybody? No. I'm thinking something about this is fishy. Like, do we even know, like, what kind of a payload it had? If it had any payload at all? Let them clear this up for you.
It was much, much smaller than the spy balloon that we took down last Saturday. The way it was described to me was roughly the size of a small car. No significant payload, if you will.
Okay. None of this makes any sense. None of it at all. Here's what I think. Let me put my tinfoil hat on and get into a little bit of conspiracy theory that I have. Something tells me that this was all for show. This was for the American public's consumption. So because Joe Biden caught so much heat from that balloon, he wanted to show that he was the man in charge. But all this does is raise more questions than answers. And they're feeding this because they need to save face. Joe Biden is in hot water right now because what he did classifies as treason. Now, I'm not saying that anybody's going to get wrap him up and, put the cuffs on him and throw away the key. I'm not thinking that's going to happen at all. I think the military is with him. I think that the FBI, the CIA is with him. I think the media is with him. And I don't think anything's going to come of this. But this was just so that he could save face and tell the American public that he is in charge and that he will not allow China to take advantage of the U.S. anymore. This was all for show. This was for the American people's digestion. And this makes me crazy right here. Because if you knew that you had the ability to shoot that down, why did you allow the first spy balloon to run across the entire United States and suck up all of that information